Well, good afternoon everyone, this is John Alsop of 1066 Motorcycle Tours, and thank you very much to Carl from Vulcanet. What we'll be doing this morning is testing their wonderful product and seeing how it works. As some of you may be able to notice, I've deliberately left my work motorcycle in a delightful condition so as to best provide a good test of this product. So first we're going to obviously try and remove some of these bug splats from the screen. These are beautifully dried on, at least a week old, and a good selection from far-flung reaches. What I'm finding at the moment is I'm not really applying very much in the way of elbow grease, and the dead bits of insect are actually coming off really quite easily. Normally this would be being soaked obviously with water in the hopes that we'll soften up what was once a flying insect. Okay, so that's coming off pretty well. Now I haven't grabbed hold of the polishing cloth as yet, because what I'm going to do is move around my delightfully clean motorcycle and see how the initial cleaning goes. Okay, well that went quite well. Okay, as you can see, stunningly clean. Now, somewhat upset by this nasty black mark, not quite sure what's caused that. Let's have a go. Well, okay, I think we can say that that's removed that with absolutely no effort whatsoever. Okay, we'll keep working. It's taken that road grime off beautifully, and any other grime of non-specific type. Okay, that's really coming off very easily. Okay, so we'll have a little go with the other cloth, and yep, that shine's coming up really very easily. So what we're going to do is move around the bike and see how it brings up all the areas. Now, so this is delightful pannier, which I think I sprinkled some fizzy pop on it as well. So let's have a go with this. And okay, well, you've got a lovely sheen coming up. Absolutely no effort involved at all. That's really coming up really nicely. Now, this particular marvel of motorcycling technology from the great BMW is only about 65,000 miles young, and these are the original panniers, as you can no doubt tell, and well, they've come up really well with very little effort on my part. Always good when cleaning. Okay, so the screen, let's have a look. Okay, for a first wipe over that. That's got a lovely sheen on it. Okay, that's looking really good. Really good. Okay, well, let's try a mirror. Anybody that particularly knows me well will know that I like to ride the bike, and these days any time spent cleaning it seems to be wasting my riding time. And when I do clean it, it's generally because it's raining. However, of course, these wipes are waterless. Okay, everything, I'm still on the same wipe, which is really quite impressive. Obviously cleaning smaller areas. Apparently it should take about 3 wipes to do the whole bike. Well, that's really, really clear. There's no smears at all. Okay. Let's have a look at this delightful tank. It's just cutting through the grime. Bit more struggle with the, to be honest, very dried on insects, but nothing of any significance in the way of effort at all. Yeah, it's really coming up nicely. Okay. I mean, you can see where I'm having to use slightly more pressure to get rid of some of these insects. And so I'm still using the same cloth, so it may be partly due to that. So what I'm going to do now is get a fresh cloth. Okay, this is going to look great on the camera. Okay, right, and we'll start again. So we'll fold it over. This is going to be really wobbly camera work, isn't it? Okay, yep, right. Okay, the cloth must have slightly dried out, the original cloth, which is somewhat unsurprising, seeing as I used it on more than one area. And again, bodywork's coming up really nicely. A nice sheen on it. All the dirt and road grime lifting straight off. Okay, so I'll go for the polishing cloth. Oh yeah, beautiful shine on there. Absolutely lovely. So normally, when I actually ever clean this bike, there will be several stages to this operation. Many people will be familiar with the rinse, the wax, the dry. And I quite often find in conditions like this, the drying usually leaves streaks because I get to the point where I get bored and no longer wish to play with the drying cloth. Okay, so that's come up very well. Okay, so apparently if you use this and it doesn't dry out, it's still slightly damp, even a dirty old cloth is okay for the wheels. So let's try the wheels. Okay. Okay, something to be proud of in the wheel department. Oh, wow, okay, right. Okay, so this is obviously a cloth I've used. It's dried. It has dried out partially, but you're still looking at a very quick clean, an excellent result for basically no effort. So I changed onto a newer cloth, and really that's quite amazing. So there's a lot of brake dust on there, and it's just lifting right off. I've got to say thank you to Carl from Vulcanet for sending me these test samples. I want to continue with the rest of the bike because now I've started, I'm going to need to finish. But I've got to say that is a very impressive test. Before I close, let's try some bugs on the bodywork. Again, Slightly more effort, but they are very dried on. But nothing in comparison to what you'd normally be using in the way of elbow grease. Okay, well thanks very much everyone, and I'll continue. Oh, I'm loving it.